birthday to you. And ladies and gentlemen, it's official. We're in year 2 of AH Live, and I got a brand new haircut to prove it. Thank you so much for tuning in last week. It was so much fun looking back at the last year. I can't believe we've made a year on AH Live. So we're going to just keep it rolling. We've got an incredible show today. Doubleheader. Phil Denny and Ryan Montano. Their song just went to number 7 on Billboard. Tough Get Going. I had the distinct honor of producing that tune for those guys, and they just killed it. So happy for them. We're going to hear from them, and also we're going to get to hear that tune. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Don't forget to click share. We want to spread the good vibes. We've got incredible shows coming up in the coming weeks. Next week, we've got a legendary saxophonist, and I've got a few others already queued up for the rest of April. So cannot wait to share that with you. But we're going to start off with a tune of mine. I haven't played this one in quite a while. I wanted to throw it back a little bit for you guys. We're going to go all the way back to my very first record. Let me get the lights going here. There they are. And we're going to throw it back all the way to my first album, just the beginning. It's called I Don't Mind. goodness, we are just getting started up here on AH Live. Thanks so much for tuning in. We are going to get straight to Phil Denny and Ryan Montano in just a second, but just want to remind you guys, you've been so generous and so helpful throughout the entire run of AH Live. So if you want to help out, keep the show going, I put it right back into the show. In fact, it's kind of hard for me to show you. I'll have to do it behind the scenes, but I'm running the show on a brand new computer today, thanks to your support over the last year. And big shout out to Cecil Ramirez. He hooked me up, got me straight, so we can be at full 1080p and give you guys a clear image. Fingers crossed, no stuttering. And so we're so excited about that. So thank you, Cecil, for hooking it up on the info. We're on a brand new gaming PC, so we can bring you this show in the best quality possible. So you can click the link in the description, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and of course we have stars through the Facebook portal as well. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And without further ado, I hope you'll enjoy Phil and Ryan. Here we go. All right, what's up, guys? Thanks so much for tuning in. This is a first time on AH Live. We've got two incredible guests, Phil Denny, Ryan Montano. Thanks so much, guys, for jumping in.
What's up? Thanks for having us, man.
Hey, Adam.
Man.
What's up, Phil?
Yo.
It is my pleasure. Phil is tuning in. I'm going to give it away. You're tuning in all the way from Puerto Rico. You got a hard life, but somebody has to live it. What's going on down there, man? Did you try to escape the cold or what?
I definitely escaped the cold. We just got like 10 inches of snow back home. It's not pleasant from what I understand. So I don't know. I feel bad for my wife for not being around to handle the driveway and the sidewalks and whatnot. But no, I'm just down here working on a project. You know, I think you know, but maybe the viewers may not know, but I was in real estate, you know, before I started doing music full time, and just happened to come across some opportunities here in Puerto Rico, and just trying to take advantage of the downtime when I'm not, you know, gigging live and things like that, to work on an Airbnb investment project down here. So
dope. And what about you, Ryan? You're down in Albuquerque, right? What's the vibe down there?
Albuquerque, you know, it's kind of on par with the rest of the country, you know, pretty restricted in terms of, you know, safety mandates and lockdowns and whatnot. But in terms of, you know, it's been a great opportunity to write songs and finish, you know, the hard drives full of songs that I've written over the years that I just, you know, wasn't able to make a priority. And I also do, you know, video production and graphic design and video editing. And so, you know, with everybody moving online to kind of promote their businesses and promote their brands, that's been really cool too. And there's been, you know, great opportunities. I was just out in Nashville a couple weeks ago filming a commercial for Ford and Clint Black, and it was really cool to be a part of all those things, and kind of, you know, having people kind of put their creativity into one sort of intention, and to be a part of all those things. It's a way of making lemonade out of lemons, as they say.
Yeah, for sure. And I can attest, Ryan is definitely a Renaissance man. He was asking me about my camera setup. I didn't even know what he was asking me, but Jeff Ryan got me set up with these cameras. I said, maybe you'll have to ask Jeff, you know.
No, it's beautiful. You got the key light, you got the soft shadows coming, you got the backlight, the depth of field, everything. It's pro. Looks good.
It's pro.
Hey.
Looks great.
I don't know what any of that meant, but thank you. And that's all thanks to Jeff Ryan. So, but man, I'm going to go back to you, Ryan, real quick, because this is your first time on the show. Just give us I usually like to ask people, just what was the impetus, first of all, to pick up the trumpet, but also contemporary jazz? There's a lot of different directions you can go. Just give us a little quick backstory on yourself.
I would say kind of the genesis of me playing music just kind of comes from my family. You know, a lot of families, I think, you know, they may have an emphasis on sports, or maybe their church, or, you know, insert passion there. But my family, that's just what we did. My dad was a guitar player and a singer, and my brothers and sisters, we all played instruments. You know, one of my brothers was a flute player, my brother was a sax player, my sister played the clarinet, and I just picked up the trumpet. And I kind of always just had a passion, because, you know, I grew up listening to oldies and rock and roll and country music, classic country. I just, and then kind of, you know, playing instrument in my school. We had a really good jazz program, so that's kind of how I got exposed to, you know, straight ahead jazz. And then kind of, you know, the amalgamation of all those other genres that I grew up listening to, I kind of gravitated towards contemporary jazz, new jazz. And you know, I think the album that did it for me was Shake It Up 2000, Rick Brown and Tony James. That was one that was a real kind of ear opener, eye opener, mind opener, that okay, this is a sound, and that it was something that resonated with me. And so you know, but there's so many other styles of music that I write and that I record. You know, I've been lucky, been doing some big band arrangements lately, and really trying to hone my straight ahead jazz improvisational chops, and trying to speak that language as best as I can, and you know, also serve the music of contemporary jazz and the single that we just did with Phil, and just trying to be honest and intentional with whatever project of which I'm a part, and do it to the best of my abilities.
Awesome, and that's a perfect segue. I wanted to ask Phil, because Phil, you were nice enough, you came on early on when I first started AH Life, but now you've got this great project out, Urban Troubadour. Just give us a little bit information on that. I mean, it's such a cool project. First of all, what is an urban troubadour?
Yeah, well, you know, the album, I tell people it's kind of like it takes me back to some of my 90s music listening and influence. So I of course, you know, work with you on a few songs, and then Big Mike, and just sort of put this concept together to make an EP project, first of all, because I wasn't going to do a full-blown project with you know, this particular record. And I'm glad that it worked out that way because of COVID, you know, not being able to tour and sell the full record and have product and all that stuff. But yeah, just kind of going back to some of the music that, like Ryan said, you know, we you know, learn and we play music in high school, and we learn jazz, but I was always listening to hip hop and R&B, so I wanted to record a record that, you know, sort of took me back to that place. And Urban Troubadour is just like urban music, and I'm a troubadour sharing the music that I love, you know.
There's a long history of trumpet and sax just being a killer combination, but why specifically Phil and Ryan together on this track?
Yeah, well, Ryan and I linked up a few years ago, and I think, Ryan, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think we just connected initially on Facebook Messenger. And you know, I've had Ryan in Lansing for 2 different shows, and we just really formed a brotherhood. We got along really well. 3 shows, and you know, we just respect each other in the music, and I really like, you know, paralleling myself with people who want to bring out the best in me and push me to, you know, into a new realm of music. And Ryan certainly has done that as well as you, Adam. So thank you for that. But you know, we just said, hey, you know, the cool thing about Ryan is when he meets new people, he says, I look forward to playing music with you. And I just really dug that. And I thought, if I'm going to write a duet, I want to do this song with someone that wants to play really good music. And then he mentioned the Shake It Up record, and I too was influenced by that, one of my favorite records. And I had always aspired to do a song like, you know, what they were doing with Paul Brown on the Shake It Up record with Boney and Braun. And this is what happened. Tough Get Going, and of course your production, and the whole vision just came together. I'm just super excited about it.
No, I feel just fortunate to work with you guys. You guys were just killer. The files you sent me were just so happening. And Ryan, just one more question, and then I want to hear the tune. But you just gave me so many different timbres from the trumpet, just so many different ideas, background parts, pads, some muted trumpets. Tell us a little bit about your influences. What were you thinking there? I guess you mentioned you do some big band arranging. Maybe that's part of it. But what were you thinking on those parts?
Not to get too ethereal about it, but I don't really necessarily think that I was thinking of anything. I kind of like to be just kind of in the moment, or open and receptive to what that song wants to be. I think, you know, if you're in the right headspace and you just sit and like really feel and listen to the song, it's like, okay, like, and then the ideas just kind of come, you know what I mean? And you know, I don't necessarily feel that it's like, oh, I'm, you know, those all come from me, because it's like it's an amalgamation of so many different influences. And so, you know, I just like, to me, I hear things, oh, that would be cool there, and then, you know, just kind of, you know, I've been mostly doing like with horn stacks and kind of all the textures that I sent you, mostly 4-part harmony, just kind of, you know, messing around with maybe some drop 2, drop 3 harmonies, trying to, you know, just like, oh, this would sound cool. You know, sometimes half steps create really nice tension and then kind of release. Fourths, you know, create really nice intervals because they can work in a major or a minor chord. So, you know, just kind of just having fun with it and experimenting and just trying to just be open to whatever whatever that is, whatever that inspiration comes.
There were certain parts that Ryan sent too that inspired me to, you know, go back and re-record different things. Or, you know, there was a part that he laid in at the end of the song, and that really helped to develop the whole outro of the track, you know, where I doubled up something he did, and I copy and pasted a lick that he did somewhere, and I moved it somewhere else, and it all just came together so great, man.
Yeah, that's my favorite part of the song. I just wish I was listening to it on Sirius XM the other day, and they did the radio edit, and it's, oh man, that's like my favorite part. I was hoping that I could have made it in, but you know.
Well, we're gonna hear it right now. This is not the radio edit, it is the full version, the full Monty. So ladies and gentlemen, please enjoy Tough Get Going, Phil Denny and Ryan Montano.
All right, fellas, let's get it.
I always leave time at the end of the show. Just let us know, where we can keep in touch with you, anything that's coming up. I'll start with you, Phil. Just remind us of your socials, website, and anything to look forward to.
Sure. Well, hopefully some live shows at some point, maybe this summer or this fall. Certainly miss seeing everybody, the artist friends, and of course the fans. We love all of you, and thanks for keeping in touch. I'm Phil Denny on Facebook, Phil on Sax on Twitter, Instagram. I try to be a little bit more active on Facebook and Instagram. My website is phildenny.com. And I hope that at some point, later this year, we can all get back together and enjoy live music again. But in the meantime, hopefully you guys can enjoy the Urban Troubadour project, which just came out late last year. So it's still relatively new for people to discover and enjoy.
Awesome. And Ryan, in the pre-interview, you kind of tipped me, letting me know there's a new single to look for. So tell us about that and also where we can find you.
Yeah, I'm really excited about the new single. It's called Gemini, and I wrote it and produced it myself. And, I haven't actually released an album since 2013. I've just been doing singles since then. And so kind of what my approach is that I take the effort and intention that I would normally put into an album and put it into a single. And so this single is something that I really put, there's not a note out of place, there's not a texture not there, it's all there. So I'm really excited to release it. It'll be coming out May 3rd, and Instagram, Facebook, Spotify, all that good stuff, anywhere and everywhere. Free to send me an email. It's always great connecting with people that, waking up in the morning and get, emails from people saying that they heard your music from somewhere. I love that. So feel free to keep all that stuff going.
Awesome. Killer. Well, really appreciate you guys taking the time, and thanks so much for lending your artistry to AH Live. Hope to catch you soon.
Thank you, Adam.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
the one and only Phil Denny and the incredible Ryan Montano. And I hope you enjoyed that little bonus I threw in there. I figure, why let these incredible performances go to waste? Episode 13, what was that, like almost a year ago, 10 months ago? I went and grabbed that from when Phil came on for the first time. I was like, man, let's hear this one more time. Feel all right. And that was Tough Get Going, the incredible duet between Ryan and Phil. It's number 7 on Billboard. So appreciate you guys so much for coming through. Such a blast. And hey, you guys know what time it is. It's time to bring in my lovely wife, Kat. There she is.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. Even better now that I see you.
Oh.
I like it. You got the hat going today.
Yeah.
You got the kimono. Is that what that's called?
Yes. You
Okay.
finally got it right.
What
Kimono.
what did I call it before?
A robe.
Well, isn't kimono Japanese for robe?
Yes, but you don't say robe. You have to say kimono.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll figure it out.
Yeah, well, I got the summer vibes, although today started off super gloomy and rainy and
What was the
cold,
deal with that?
But then the sun came out. Yeah, it was weird weather today.
Right when I jumped in the shower to get ready for the show, the sun finally came out. I was like, oh, okay, great. A little bit of positivity. It was so gloomy and cold. It was raining yesterday.
Super.
Us SoCal residents, we're not used to that. We're, if it's anything but 80 and sunny, we are struggling. So, but hey, what'd you think about Phil and Ryan dropping in?
So nice. It's always good to see Phil.
Yeah, of course.
That was my first time coming across Ryan.
Yeah, all the way from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Okay.
Home of Breaking Bad, Walter White.
Yes. I don't think I have been to Albuquerque.
I have been once. I went when I was on tour with the Manhattan Transfer, and I was literally there for about 12 hours. I flew in, we did the show, and then I left the next morning. So I didn't get much of a taste for it. So hopefully get to come out and hang with you sometime, Ryan, because I always hear great things about it, the great Southwest of the U.S. And so, yeah, hope to get out there at some point. Ryan, in the pre-interview, he was telling me he loves getting outdoors. He's been doing a lot of hiking. And I saw somebody mention how 2020 was the great pivot. He was telling me he's in the best shape of his life. He's been getting out and hitting the mountains, hitting the trails. So, yeah, we got to get down there sometime and check it out.
I guess. I'm not a very outdoorsy person unless it's the beach. So
Okay, all right.
I don't know about the whole mountain thing.
No? Just a little fresh air, a little bit of exercise. Well, anyways, I digress. What are the people talking about out there?
Well, we have a lot of shout outs.
Okay.
So let's say hi to the people watching and who I saw put in where they're watching from.
All right.
Linda Dickinson is watching from Charlotte. Hi, Linda.
All right, Charlotte
We
in the house.
have Lynn and Vaughn Stupart. They're always watching. They're in Easton, Pennsylvania.
Yes, definitely.
And we have Don and Peggy watching from Cary, North Carolina.
Okay, all right.
And Don
NC.
says he would love to hear You Can Go On at some point.
Oh, gosh. Okay, we got to figure that out. I guess you got to learn it, Kat.
I know. I do need to learn.
Yeah.
Because there's the vocal on there. So
exactly. That would be fun, though.
that would be
We've
fun.
only performed it a couple times when that album first came out. We did it on the cruise. And so, yeah, we'll have to learn that one.
Let's see. We have Deborah Childs Baker watching from Diamond Bar, which is like 30 minutes away.
Hey.
We have Michelle Dahl-Wins watching from Charleston as well.
Okay.
Rick and Marilyn, they're here in SoCal and San Diego, always watching.
All
Hi,
right.
guys.
What's up, guys?
How you doing?
Hey, so I'm going to interject for a second. He asked for You Can Go On. Look what just came up on Shuffle. See? You ask and you shall receive. Woo.
Right? It's nice.
Okay. Sorry, Kat. Back to you.
It's all right. We have Mike and Crystal Brown watching from Jersey.
That's right. In the house.
And
all
Mike
right.
says Jersey is in the house.
Jersey. All right.
And we also have a few birthdays.
That's right, 68 for Robert Crutcher.
Robert Crutcher.
Happy birthday.
His 60th birthday was yesterday.
Yep.
So happy birthday, Robert Crutcher.
That is awesome. Congrats.
And then today, right now, is Creston Jordan's
the one
birthday.
And only Creston Jordan.
The one and only Creston Jordan. He's here in SoCal, in the LA area.
Yep.
And he's celebrating his birthday today. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Creston and Robert. Awesome.
And Robert, thank you guys so much for always tuning in
Yep.
and supporting us. You guys have been watching faithfully for a long time because I always love seeing your guys' comments. So thank you so much. And Adam, we had tons and tons and tons of comments about your haircut.
What did they say? What is the verdict? What would you say?
So many people were saying, oh, haircut. A few people were saying no with capital N-O.
Well, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, there's a reason why I had to cut my hair. We have live shows coming. And what a segue. I could be in nightly news. This Sunday, actually, this is a live stream that anybody can see if you grab a ticket. Let me pull up the flyer. Here it is, Cruising on a Sunday Afternoon. I'm so excited about this show. All you have to do is go to davecause.com and you can grab a ticket and you can see it from the comfort of your own home. We've got I Will Be There, of course, hosted by Dave Cause, Keiko Matsui, Eric Darius, Vincent Ngala, Chris Walker, and we've got the incredible Pat Prescott in the house. So just go to Dave's website and grab a ticket. We're going to be hanging 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. Eastern. We're all doing some of our own songs. We're going to collaborate. It is going to be such a blast. But you see that picture they had there. You know, we didn't want people to be confused. They see me there, and then they see me on Sunday, and it's like, who is this guy? You know? Yeah. And then next week, it's coming. It's only a few days away. Seabreeze. I'll be hanging with Lindsay Webster on Friday night. So, hey, I had to get my coif together for the live shows. Yes. Also, having hair like that and sweating, especially down in Florida. Yeah. It's a little tricky, you know. I'm gonna end up drenched, you know.
Let me tell you guys, because you guys all know that I'm a fan of the buzz, and I've been telling Adam just to get it
for
buzzed.
Literally a year.
And so he said he was just gonna get it cut short and still have a little curl on the top. And I was like, all right, I guess it's better than nothing. But when he walked into the bedroom on Saturday, did you get it cut?
First thing she said was, yes. And she was smiling. So somebody's happy.
Well, yeah.
All of you distinguished guests of AH Live may not all be happy, but at least Kat is happy.
Yes. So. I was like, oh my gosh, you are back. I see your face. I love it.
All right. You know what's funny too is it's been so long. This is not a joke. This is not. This is not shtick. My barber stopped cutting hair, and he's no longer a barber. I hit him up. I was like, "Hey, man, I need to get a cut." He's like, "Oh, I don't do that anymore." That's how long it's been. So I went and found a guy, really awesome. He did a great job, and I said, "Yeah, I want a 5 on top and a 2 on the side." He said, "No, you have so much great hair. He said, "Let's do something with it." I said, "No. I know we just met, but that's the regular cut. So hook me up."
Right. So we had so many people commenting on that. So like I said, some people were just intrigued. Some people were saying no.
Oh, I just noticed Donna Streeter said she's counting this as the start of her birthday celebration. So happy birthday, Donna. We've got a bunch of birthdays.
And so, yeah. And then some people didn't know who you were. They were saying, who's this? Who's standing in for Adam?
Right. That's funny. Yeah. Well, so that was 14 months of hair growth. Just so you guys know, February 2020 was the last time I got a cut. So there you go.
Deborah Childs Baker says, happy wife, happy life. Yes, he knows that already.
Yes, I've learned all too well. Mike Brown says, come on through to South in Philadelphia. Hey, let him know you want me back. I've got the new album, so I'd love to come through and do an album release in the fall. So let Gerald know, Gerald Beasley. Let's do it.
Awesome. So let's get to Phil and Ryan.
Yes, the dynamic duo.
First of all, I loved that song that they did together.
Get going.
Yes.
Yeah, so much fun, and I meant what I said in the interview. I did do the track, all of the instrumental, but they just sent me back these killer leads, and they just smoked it, and the two of them collaborated got that going, and it just turned out so awesome.
Yeah,
So it was a pleasure.
So good. I was like, wow, like everything just sounded so smooth, so
awesome.
put together, like just really locked in. Like it's a great song.
Killer.
So Lori Erickson says, Phil Denny, love ya. Cheryl Walters says, I love Phil's song in the background. What song was that in the background when you were interviewing him?
Now you're really testing my memory.
Well, there were probably like 6 people that said that.
Yeah.
They were like, what's this song? I love it.
I'm going to have to go back and look.
Phil,
Sorry.
if you're in the
Phil
live
was in
comments,
earlier. Yeah.
type in if you recognize your song that was
What was
playing
the
in the
first
background.
song that was playing when the Zoom interview came up? Hit us, Phil. Let us know.
Hit us, Phil. Linda Dickinson says, one of my favorite celebrity selfies is with Adam, Phil Denny, and Marcus Anderson.
I remember that.
At Jazz and Coffee Escape
Yes.
in Asheville.
No, that was so much fun. Yeah, Phil and I did a show together, and it was such a blast. I wish you could have made it. We were in and out, and but it was such a blast. Marcus put on a fantastic festival. By the way, what another great segue. I've got another flyer for you guys. I hope you will check out Marcus's show. It's this Friday, another live stream, and this is on Facebook. All you got to do is just go to Marcus's page. He is doing a Stevie Wonder tribute, live band, background singers, full rhythm section, and I did the horn charts. So we know the horn charts are good. No, but seriously though, the whole show will be killer, and just wanted to share that with you guys. This Friday, Marcus Anderson, Stevie Wonder tribute.
Yeah, that's going to be so fun.
Yep.
And I always love Marcus's graphics that he puts up on his posts.
You know, he has
like,
people on
advertising.
Right, he has people on payroll for that. So it's like, you know, he's serious about his advertising.
So some of Phil's fans are saying that they think it was Lifted, the song called Lifted.
You know what? I think it was. And that was, I believe that was his single before the one that's out right now that they performed on the show, Tough Get Going. So yeah, Lifted.
Awesome. And then we have Ella Nakata Harper.
Yeah.
When they were playing together, she said, loving this collaboration, you can only get this type of conversation on AH Live.
Oh, you're too kind. That should be the slogan.
Right? Kathy McGrath says, ooh, I like this trumpet. When Ryan was, I think he did like a solo part in the first song.
And he had the muted trumpet, which was cool too.
Oh, yeah.
Echoes of Miles Davis. So it was awesome. Yeah, it was very cool.
And Valerie Kovac says he reminds her of a younger version of Boney James and Rick Braun.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how they would feel about that. But, you know, being called older. But no.
Well, I mean, it is what it is.
Moving on. I digress.
And so many people, when they were playing the song, they were putting up like the fists, like tough.
Tough get going.
Right. I wish I could have taken a screenshot because there were like 8 in a row of that. And then some people put like hashtag with the fists.
That's right. Yeah.
So cute.
No, it's awesome.
Okay, what are you ready to get to?
So we have a lot of pictures. Thank you for that.
Do? Okay.
Yeah, so we have a bunch of pictures from our last week of, really last 2 weeks, because last week we did the pre-record. So we've kind of collected a bunch of photos of, you know, our never-ending remodeling here. We were so blessed to get more or less a turnkey house, but we definitely have some aesthetic things that we're doing. Mm-hmm. I should say you have some aesthetic things that you're doing.
Yeah, and two, because so many people, especially when we first moved in, were like, we want to see pictures of progress. And first, we didn't have any because we didn't have any furniture because of back-ordered furniture during
Oh my
COVID.
goodness, so crazy.
And and then, you know, I just was being very timely with unpacking boxes and getting things together.
That's a good word, yeah.
Which we still have stuff in the garage, but I don't want to think about it.
Right, yeah.
But
no, it's coming along,
I
though.
have a few projects, just a couple that I have finished. So,
but right now the big thing is the kitchen. So let's. Oh wait, actually, I take that back. The first thing. Okay, so this is the. Well, I'll let you go through. So you redid this wall. Take us through this.
So I can't see what's up right now. So what is just a blank wall?
It's a blank wall.
Okay, so this is my mother's room, Grammy's room.
Yeah.
And she loves just kind of like period timepieces. So I wanted to do like kind of a country French glam kind of thing.
Bam.
So
there it is.
Is this the half wall?
This is the stencil here.
But is it half done or fully?
It's half done.
Okay. So I was stenciling and I painted with 2 different paints. They're both metallic. One is like an oyster color and one is like a pearl. And so when we go to the finished
fancy.
product,
There's the full thing. Okay.
there's Grammy's
Looking
wall.
like a hodl. Looking like the Four Seasons up in here.
And so there's just a bunch of stuff still that hasn't been finished in her room, like some things on the wall and then different bedside tables, stuff like that. But there it is.
Fantastic. Okay, so here's the gym. This has been a bone of contention. Kat wanted this to be, I don't know what you call it, like a sitting room or something?
A sitting room / guest room, because we still are going to have double doors added to it. But
yeah, no, for sure.
I totally had it all planned out. It's supposed to be our sitting / guest room, which the theme would be like very SoCal bohemian.
And according to you, I took it over.
You did.
We got an elliptical. Well, I'll tell you what happened. It was it was not on purpose, but it was it was the middle of winter. It was freezing, and it was just like, we can't put the elliptical in the garage. We'll never work out. And then we got the weight set, but that's it. And then the weight bench. So it's not a whole lot of stuff. But I think it'll be a multi-purpose room. We'll have the gym, and we can put up the double doors and keep it pushing. Let's see. Oh, this is the dismantling of the island in the kitchen.
Yes.
These men are working hard here. Man, that looks heavy.
So this is our kitchen that we're working on right now. As you can see, I have tons and tons of paint swatches because I have not decided yet. And I have white paper to like kind of tell the difference apart so they're not right next to each other. So they demolished all the countertops and the backsplash and the countertop for the island.
Yep.
And so all that's going to change. And then I'm going to add double doors to the pantry door, which is going to be one of my DIY projects for the kitchen, because I'm taking a dual slide, like a bifold closet door that has like the glass, and I'm just going to turn it into double doors for the pantry. It's a very economical way to get really nice doors for your pantry or any door versus like buying 2 separate doors, and it's super easy to do. And then, so all they're doing is they're replacing the backsplash and the countertops, and I'm gonna redo our kitchen cabinets. So I ordered new cabinet doors and new drawer fronts, new soft close hinges, hardware, and then I'm going to paint them. I'm gonna rent a sprayer from like Home Depot or something, because the contractor quoted me, well, 2 contractors, a very large number to paint the cabinets, and I was like, no, I'll do that myself.
Also, by the way, Mike Brown wants to know, do you do work in New Jersey? He says he has a couple rooms that could use your touch. So,
well, yeah, whenever we're in Jersey and we have some time, I can look at some project.
Also, Kurt Schmidt, he has my back. When we were on the gym, he said, I see a chair for sitting.
Yeah,
Thank you, Kurt.
That's a chair for breaks, for water breaks.
Thank you, Kurt. Somebody's on my side. James Kerr says, great looking floors.
Yeah. Oh, and then, the mat, like, I have to finish the mat on the gym floor.
Yeah.
And I kind of don't want to finish it because I feel like if I put it all there, then it's going to stay a gym.
Uh-huh. You're funny.
So what's next?
Oh, so we just have a couple more pictures. This is from Daphne Harris, sent this in with this lovely cake.
So if you guys remember last week, we showed photos of the vegan pound cake that I made, and then the regular pound cake, and a few people had asked for the recipe for the vegan pound cake, so I sent this over to Daphne, and she sent me photos when she made it this weekend, and it looks great. And
looks
she used
amazing.
a springform pan, she said, and then her fruit compote that she made, she told me that she didn't have blackberries or anything like that, so she used raspberries. And she said it was delicious.
Ooh,
I'm so glad you liked it.
Oh my goodness.
And she's so excited. She's like, okay, what's next? What are we making next? So I'm gonna send her over my ratatouille recipe that I do. And she's like, this is so much fun. I love trying new recipes. And someone actually messaged me for the pizza recipe.
Ooh, pizza.
And I have yet to respond back. I'm so sorry. We've just been busy with the house projects, but I have to like sit down and write out for the dough and all that. So, but I'll get to you.
We've been working that out every Sunday faithfully. I think we're going to miss this Sunday because I'm going to be at the the Cruising on a Sunday hang. But anyways, maybe we can do it late that night when I get back. But no, we've been working that pizza oven every Sunday, so it's been awesome. So yeah,
so we'll have more pictures for you guys when I get more things done.
Well, I think would you say by next week we'll have the new countertops at least, so we can put up a picture of that?
Yeah, we could put a picture of that. I don't know when I'll finish the cabinets because I do have to sand them, and then I'm going to replace like some trim and stuff around the corners and the bottom and at the top. But I get my second COVID shot on or COVID vaccine shot on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So I don't know if I will be out of commission for a few days. So
I certainly was. My goodness.
I'll do as much as I can to just prep it.
It put me down. Oh wow, man, it was crazy.
Yeah. So actually, they were supposed to be done today, and since it was raining yesterday, they couldn't finish fabricating the countertop. So they're coming tomorrow.
In other words, they had another job.
Probably. But they're coming tomorrow, and they should be done.
Awesome. Well, we had a lot of pictures today, so we just have time. Let's do a couple Ask Adam.
Okay.
Were there a couple in there?
There were a few.
We can do 2, and we'll get to some more next week.
Okay. Kurt Schmidt.
Yes.
Well, this is not a question, just a comment.
Okay.
He says, I love that we can go from Brian Culbertson and right to Adam Holly every Wednesday.
Yes, it's so much fun. Thanks for coming on over. You get a double dip. And yeah, no, I know Brian has his great every Wednesday stream. So, hey, we're trying to keep you guys entertained.
And Ellen Nakata Harper. I'm so sorry. I always tongue twist your name whenever I say it. Ellen Nakata Harper. Mm-hmm. She says, will you be in the band for Summer Horns at the Charles Krug Winery in August?
Oh no! So the last couple years, I was filling in for Randy. He was out, with the Bone Shakers, but Randy is back. But I have a really busy solo schedule, a ton of shows. I've been sharing it with you guys the last couple weeks, and I'll have an update for you next week. So just be on the lookout for a lot of Adam Holly shows. I'm going to be all over, especially August through November. It is super busy. So I'll give you guys another update next week. But if you want to know right away, just go to adamholly.com. All the dates are up there, and we're going to have a lot of fun. I'm going to be on the road, and I'm going to have a new album. So it's going to be fantastic.
Awesome.
Yep.
Daphne Harris says, what's your biggest takeaway from the pandemic? Examples like patience, family care, to laugh more.
Yeah, well, definitely, somebody early on had mentioned 2020 was the big pivot year. And so definitely, value of one's time. What am I going to do with my time? Definitely we saw, there was just so much heartache. We lost a lot of loved ones or nearly lost. And so it's like, what am I going to do? And so I've definitely been focusing more so on definitely, doing things in music that I really want to be doing. Putting other things aside that I'm really not as interested in with. And so it's just been amazing spending more time working on music and being creative and producing and working on my music, and then just about to get on the road. So I just see a lot more of that, and I feel super blessed to be not in traffic as much, definitely. But I think the main thing outside of professional work is it's just been so much fun. We've just been a lot more family time. I'm usually running around everywhere, driving 30,000 miles a year, flying 150,000 miles a year. And so I still work a lot at home, but I get to see everybody every day. Little Adam has been in virtual school. It's so much fun. We play ping pong a lot when he's on his breaks. We've been going on bike rides and whatnot, doing our pizza day every Sunday. So that never would have happened had we not had the pandemic, at least with the frequency. So I feel really blessed for that as well. So the goal is to just keep being creative and keep hanging with the fam and keep these good vibes going.
Yeah. And then for our last comment,
okay.
Althea McMillan says, great job on the upgrades. She said the picture is crystal clear.
Oh.
And she said 1080p is nothing but that thing.
Yeah, so huge thanks again to Cecil Ramirez. He totally hooked me up, gave me the deets on what to grab. I have this computer behind me is a fantastic computer for music production, but it just so happens Macs don't do as well with the streaming world, at least with the program I like to use, which is called OBS. So Cecil hooked me up, told me which PC to get. I haven't used a PC in like 10 years, but it came last night and I got it set up within 2 hours and it's been working great. So I'm able to give you a higher resolution. Hopefully we'll be able to avoid any of the stuttering and that kind of stuff that was happening. So it just feels good to just have some gear that's, just smoking. It's state of the art, and we could just throw it up and do the show and not be stressing. So I feel fortunate, and it's, again, thanks to you guys. You guys have just been incredible with your support of the show, and that's how I'm able to, grab these pieces of gear. The cameras, we've got 3 DSLRs, we've got the rail, moving the one camera side to side, the lighting. So we feel really blessed for your support and just want to give back and do the best show we can. So. And
even Adam Jr. was loving the computer, Cecil. He said, Dad, you could play Fortnite on that.
Yeah, he saw it because it on Amazon when I grabbed it, it says gaming computer. So he was all excited. And I said, well, son, this is the streaming computer. I'm literally going to do only that and then shut it down. And it's going to sit till the next Wednesday. Because also I've been really getting into being modular and just let's have a piece of equipment that does one thing great. Let's just do it for that. That way it doesn't get bogged down and slow down, etc. So. Yeah. So it's the streaming computer. And so far, day one has been fantastic. So thanks again, Cecil.
Yeah. Well,
so
that's it.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Kat, as always,
You're welcome.
for dropping
Thank
in.
you guys so much. And happy birthday to everyone who's celebrating.
All right. See you next
Bye.
week. All right. It's that time to let you know who's dropping in next week. It is the one and only Michael Linkton. He's got a brand new album out, and he's got 2 incredible performances to share with us from the new album, Alone Together. It's a project that he did during the pandemic, and so I was able to connect with him, have some conversation, get some behind the scenes on the story of the new album, and of course we'll get to see him perform a couple of those as well. So tune in next Wednesday. We're going to just keep it rolling, and past that we've got Alexander Zonjic on cue, fantastic flautist all the way from Detroit. I've got some incredible new artists that I had the pleasure of working with that are going to be performing their brand new singles as well. So just stay right here every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. And one more reminder, if you want to help us out, click that link in the description, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and of course we've got stars as well. All right, well, I'm going to take you out with one more tune, and let me pull it up here. This is one from the brand new album. So we did old school, and we're going to do new school for you guys. This is a tune called Escape. Come on in and escape with me, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in today. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a distinct honor to hang with you on a Wednesday. We had the incredible Ryan Montano and Phil Denny hanging with us today. I hope you tune in next week for the amazing Michael Linkton. Next Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Hope you all have a fantastic night. We'll see you next time.